Welcome back to PokeHQ. I'm Professor Mike.
I'm Jasmine.
And today we're going to be ranking some of the top Pokemon chase cards of every Pokemon set, going from base set all the way to the newest set, Phantasmal Flames. Let's get into it. Starting off, we have base set, the original base set. I know the first edition is probably the most iconic Pokemon card.
Pretty much.
So we are ranking based on the S tier being the highest in our favorites, and then F is definitely not our favorites.
Trash.
Could be, could be good, could be bad, but we're basing it off of the artwork, so not necessarily it's more of just how we like the cards. Mm-hmm. So starting off, base set, first edition, or just base set Charizard. I actually really don't like this Charizard, which is a hot take because of how iconic the card is. I just think there's so many better artworks. I think for the beginning of how Pokemon started, I think it makes sense to have this kind of style of artwork and just kind of where art was when Pokemon was created. But now that we have so many better cards, I'm not a fan of it.
I'm half and half with it just because, yes, it's like the original card, but I don't want to rank it too low either because this is where it all started, kind of thing. So I kind of have like attachment to it in a sense. So definitely not like D tier. But
oh wow, I was gonna put it in the D tier.
I was gonna say C.
Okay.
If anything, because I know there are a lot of Charizard lovers out there.
We'll put it in the C tier.
I think C tier works.
All right, next up we have the Jungle Snorlax.
He's such a good boy.
This one, it's kind of similar in my opinion. I'd still put it in the C tier. I think it's a cool artwork. I like Snorlax cards, but I think there's a couple other ones that I like a little bit more than that one.
I think I like him just because he's just laying down and he's like, hi. I can't even see the camera when I do
waving.
That. He's just waving. I kind of wanted to put him a little higher, but I think C works.
Hey, it took him years to stand up, so
it did.
He's getting there.
Slowly but surely,
Next up, one of the originals as well. We have Fossil. We have the Gengar from Fossil. I actually like this one a lot better. I still, in my opinion, we're putting this in the C tier, but I do like the art. I think the artwork's cool. He's just looking off in the distance.
I just like chilling. How he's just there.
Yeah.
It's not like a T-posing or anything.
Yeah, he just kind of exists right now.
What's up? I'll agree with C tier for now. I wouldn't have minded putting him in B, but.
Okay, we'll put the Gengar in B. We'll put him in B.
Gotta get some oldies up there,
Next up, base set 2. It is the same artwork as the base set 1 Charizard. I'm gonna put it in the same category. Maybe this one. We'll put in D tier. We'll put it in D tier because it's not as cool as the original.
Yeah, it's number 2. So he's gotta be number 2.
All right, next up, Dark Charizard. I actually really like this artwork. This is the first time they made Dark Pokemon. It's iconic. A lot of people like it, especially in Destined Rivals. We just got a bunch of new Dark Pokemon and Team Rocket's Pokemon. I like it a lot. My opinion, I'd put it in the B tier. It's just a cool card. I think it works really well with the holo.
So I kind of like the edgy arts where they're kind of looking in the back, just glaring down at you. So I do have to say I do love this artwork. It
looks like he's ready to pounce on somebody. Somebody was walking. He was walking away from a fight. Somebody's coming at him. He's like, I gotta go back.
He's about to smack him with his tail.
Yep.
Damn.
Hit him with the tail whip.
So I would probably say B as well.
Boop.
Boop.
All right, Sabrina's Gengar. I love this artwork. I like this artwork a lot more in the Japanese version with the graveyard.
Oh, yeah.
That was, of course, banned in English, so we don't have the graveyard in the background, unfortunately. But I think I would still put it in my mind in the same category. I would put it in A tier. I don't know about you. Yeah, I would put this card in A tier.
I've seen the card a few times. I do like the sparkles. It kind of like reminds me of a night sky at least still, which it kind of, in the Japanese version with the graveyard and it looking like a night sky, I think it would kind of go hand to hand. So I would probably put it at A.
Oh,
Again, he's just standing there chilling. But
Gengar does chill a lot.
But I think the card with all the little specks is just really pretty.
All right, we have the next trainer Pokemon, Blaine's Charizard. Him opening his mouth, just like breathing fire, is hilarious to me. It's B tier in my opinion. Actually, sorry, it's A tier. It's A tier. It's better than the Dark Charizard.
Yeah.
And it's comical. Like, he's just breathing fire. But the way that they depicted his like mouth is just funny.
I feel like whenever I look at this, I think of like the babies where you're trying to feed them, you're just making like the airplane sounds, you try to feed them.
That's true.
I'll go with A.
He reminds me a lot of when you watch any of the animes and Charizard's in it, and like Charizard's a little derpy in a lot of the shows. That's kind of the vibe that I get from this Charizard.
I feel that. You're never gonna hear the end of this note. It was the first response I had to give when I saw the art, and when I see it now too, it's just I can't. But
One of my favorites, Lugia from Neo Genesis. Lugia is my favorite Pokemon. It is such a cool card. I'm putting this in the A tier.
I'm surprised you didn't say S.
I know. I'm surprised not S. I think there's a lot cooler artworks of other Pokemon that I like more. In my mind, I still kind of put it in the I wish there were other, like, I wish back then we had the cool designs that we have now, which is why I don't want to put it in the S tier. I want to keep it a little bit lower, but I enjoy it. Like, it's a sick card.
I'm trying to have like a more open mindset of the older cards because I know the older sets don't have like the crazy arts.
Yeah.
But if like I got this as a kid, I'd be screaming because this is just a really pretty card. And I guess the version I'm looking at too, how it has the swirl in it, I just have to put it at least A tier. I wouldn't have minded putting it in S.
The swirl on some of these cards definitely make it. I think this Lugia for sure is one where if it has a swirl on it, especially where Lugia is looking, it looks a lot better than just the without a swirl.
Yeah. I don't know. The colors and everything.
It's also got a nice gradient. Like, it's a mix of colors in the background. It's a nice card.
It is. I want to put it in S tier now, just low-key.
Okay, we're moving it.
Let it be noted, it wasn't Mike that chose to put it in S tier because he loves Lugia, but
yeah, I was trying to hold off on not putting all the Lugias in just S tier, and like everything else is A and below.
When we get to the more modern ones, it'll probably get more to the argument of what's better.
Yeah. The modern ones are definitely a little bit easier. Umbreon.
I, for one, have to. I love evolutions, as you guys probably saw in the previous videos, where on my desk I had like a row of the little minifigures. Here's Umbreon. Isn't my favorite on the very top, but this one I have to say is really pretty. Just like the moonlight, and you're just basking in it. You really still can't see him in the moonlight because it's casting behind him, or her, them, they. But I would probably rank this pretty high just because of how the silhouette is.
Yeah, I love the artwork on this card. This is like the original Moonbreon, which we all know from Evolving Skies is crazy. I actually like this artwork potentially better than the Moonbreon one, which is crazy to say.
I would agree with that.
But it's just the way that they have the Umbreon in the background with the moon, and it's with all the other artworks from this era, to then have a card like this, I think is just so much better.
Yeah, I think it's just simple, clear, set.
All right, original Umbreon going into S tier.
S tier.
All right, this is a fun set. Southern Islands. There's a bunch of really cool cards. I love the Cosmo Holo on the English cards. And the Japanese cards, unfortunately, it's just the basic reverse holo and not the Cosmo Holo. I think the Cosmo Holo adds a lot to this card, but I do absolutely love these artworks. I would put, honestly, probably the entire set of Southern Islands either in A or S tier.
I would have to agree just because look at him. He's so cute. You just have the random little Charizard.
You got the derpy
on
Charizard in the
bottom.
background. Like, it is just such a cool set.
And then don't they all like line up with each other
Yes.
in a sense too?
Yeah.
Like the whole set in general is just a really nice set. So I would probably say S tier myself.
Let's go S tier. The first Shining Pokemon, Shining Gyarados. I also really enjoy this card. I think it's really cool. It reminds me, or the Lugia from Silver Tempest reminds me a lot of this style card, especially with the guy in the boat. He having an unfortunate time, similar with the Lugia from Silver Tempest. I'm putting this in S tier, also because it's the red Gyarados. And I love red Gyarados. We do have a decent amount of red Gyaradoses now. I just think this artwork's really cool, and again, for the time period, I feel like this is when we started getting a lot more cooler artworks, and not just the Pokemon, but Pokemon in like actual scenes for the holos.
Yeah, I kind of just like the little small details that they're slowly adding in. With the guy going, oh my God, just imagine you're in a boat, you're just going fishing or something, and then it's just giant red Gyarados is just coming at you.
I imagine like it's like a whale. I mean, it's not a whale, but like I imagine in real life, like having a whale just like pop up out of nowhere. Terrifying.
I would cry. Of fear if I were in that situation, but I would also cry if I actually pulled the card.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I probably would too.
I want to put it S tier.
S tier? All right.
But now we already have 4 S tiers.
Yeah, we have 4
What's
S
the next
tiers.
one? We're putting it in F.
Shining
I'm just kidding.
Charizard.
I'm just kidding.
I like the Shining Charizard. It is, in my opinion, not as cool as the Shining Gyarados. I do like the fact that in person, when you see the foiling of the Zard, it looks a lot better. I still just, the background is not as like detailed. It's I have an opinion. I want to hear your opinion because mine's controversial for sure.
Yeah, I've seen this card in person as well. It's just, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. And I'm not hating on Charizard. Don't get me wrong. For all the people that love Charizard, I can already hear Kevin storming up like saying, you don't like Charizard? Why don't you like it? But I think this Charizard is not as nice as some of the other ones in a sense. Yeah, it's shiny, but I would put it in B in all
Ooh, I
honesty.
was thinking B too.
Okay, so we're on the same page on this.
It's a cool card. I'd love to own one, but the artwork definitely isn't as cool as like, especially like the Gyarados. All right, Legendary Collection. So Legendary Collection has basically the confetti or the firework display reverse holo foils. The photo that we have is just the basic holo and not the reverse one, but we're kind of basing it off of the reverse version of it. I actually really like it. I like the designs of the reverse. That's the first time they've done it. The last time they've done it. A lot of people hated the artwork originally, and that's why they stopped doing it and didn't make it as much. And then years later, we all decided that we loved this confetti firework display on our cards.
It just had to have time to marinate, you know?
Yeah. People had to think
You can't have a
about
good
it.
steak without it being marinated properly, right?
Pokemon was ahead of its time at that point. They were like, we know what we're doing. We're making this card really sick. And then people were like, what is this?
If they brought that back, that would be nice.
Yeah, if they brought the firework display back, that'd be so cool. I'm thinking of putting it in the B tier. And I say B because it's still, in my opinion, the same designs as, like, it's still the same design as base set 2. So the Charizard's still the same in my opinion. The only real reason why it like bumps up for me is just that firework effect.
Yeah.
And if there was another card that had firework effects, it would probably be a lot better in my opinion than just the Charizard.
I would probably put it in B tier as well, just because the firework effect really just gives it that boost.
So next up, we're going to be getting into the Pop series. The Pop series just released in like a handful of times, or a handful of years. We decided we're going to just do the Pop series as one run and then go on to the e-reader series. So the first one, Pop Series 1, Tyranitar EX. What are your thoughts about it?
You know when I like come up to you at work sometimes and I'm like, you need me to do anything? It just feels like that, just like, what's up?
Yeah. He just the way that they positioned the Tyranitar in this card is really cool. I like it. I think it's a B tier in my mind. I don't think it's as cool as like any of the A and the S tiers, but he's definitely like Tyranitar is showing up. Like he's there.
Like he's absolutely there. I kind of was like, is this like electricity right here?
I think it's a lightning bolt.
I'm curious like what was going on, if there was a card that matches it. I don't remember if there was or something. I don't know. I'm curious about the random lightning bolt they added to the back. But
yeah,
I would probably say B tier. Like his form is just funny, but I don't know if funny is enough to put it in A.
All right, Celebi EX from Pop Series 2. I like the Celebi. I think it's cool. I don't like it as much. It's just kind of Celebi existing almost. The background design is, I like. It's got like a little bit of texture to it, but nothing that really like excites me when I like look at a Pokemon card. I would put it in the D tier.
D.
Yeah, we're going down.
I was looking at her and I was just kind of like, hey, I see like they were trying to go for something, it feels like, but I see Celebi as such a cute Pokemon, like a little cute legendary just flying around and helping out people. And this one is just, I was going to just give it some leeway and put it in C just because it's sparkly, but D makes sense, like your explanation.
Okay. Celebi is going in the D tier. Ho-Oh EX, Pop Series 3. I actually love this artwork. I wish they made, I think this artwork, honestly, in my opinion, goes kind of with the Crystal Lugia. I would put this in A tier.
You're going to say A
Yeah,
tier.
I'm going to say A tier. I know it's kind of crazy because he's just kind of existing, but since he's a bird, he's like flying, and just, it reminds me a lot of the Lugia from the Crystal Lugia.
I don't know.
Oh boy. What don't you like about this one?
I mean, it's cool. It's a giant bird going caw flying in the air.
Yeah, he's screaming like he's having the time of his life over there.
I don't know. Maybe it's the tongue. I don't know. But the sparkles and everything look really good too. And in this picture, you guys don't see it right now, and it might pull up in a second, but like the little swirl here too. I mean,
well, if it didn't have the swirl,
who knows? I mean, I'm half and half on it a little bit, but
where do you think it should be? What's your opinion?
At least B for me.
Oh,
But if you have anything else to say that might bump it up to an A for me, I mean,
we'll put it in the B category. B's filling up. We got a lot of cards to go though.
yeah.
All right, Chimecho. I don't like this card.
What?
I think this is my first F.
They're so cute though. Look at the little energy around them. They're just smiling, hanging. Especially like right now too, who with the new Mega Evolution coming out for them.
There is a new Mega Evolution at Chimecho. I think that artwork's kind of cool. It's just, I don't know. It's just, there's like nothing like special about it almost. In like my mind, it's just kind of like, it's got a nice like nature background.
Yeah.
But like a lot of cards have a nice nature background.
I mean, but you do kind of have a point though, because we've gone through a lot of cards that have like a really nice background. I just think they're really cute. So I wasn't
I also
gonna put
might
it
be hating
that
on Chimeco
low.
a little bit. So
Okay,
that could be part of it
You can
too.
be a hater, but I'll go with the F for now, just because we're going off of like the art and everything compared to all these other cards.
Like I think the Celebi artwork is cooler in my opinion than the Chimeco.
True.
Which probably sounds crazy, but just something about just the artworks of them are, the Celebi in my opinion is cooler. And it could just be because it's got the purple and the green, like the color difference. But
This just seems like a more like, I wouldn't say monotone because you have the green, the red, gray, and like the whitish color
Yeah.
on it, but it just does seem a little pale. And it might just be the picture that we're going off of, but this one's gonna be a fun
Umbreon
one.
Gold Star, Pop Series 5. I feel like you have to go first with your evolution love.
Okay, so the reason I do like this card is because you can see their toe beans. Like, no one can tell me that you don't get excited when you see the toe beans of a cat or dog, and now you're seeing it on an Umbreon. You know, you just want to poke it.
I've actually never thought about that.
You don't see look, it's the toe beans right here, and just like the little outlines, just staring at you like, don't touch it.
Okay.
Like, you know, when the cats, they don't like you
Yeah,
touching their
yep,
paws, so they pull it back, or they do like the, you know? I have to say I like it because of the toe beans.
Okay. I like this one just because it's the shiny Umbreon. I think the blue is a lot cooler than the yellow. Since you like the card so much, where do you think you're gonna place it at?
It's hard though, because it's like it looks like the Umbreon's running away from something, just kind of escaping. Probably someone trying to catch it because it's shiny, you know?
Everybody's trying to catch them.
I know. Just running away from everybody. But there's not too much going on in the background. But I do like how the Umbreon's kind of coming out of the picture box.
Yeah, I do like that.
I want to say at least A.
We'll put them in A category.
A
I do like the
category?
fact that I do like the shiny version of it.
I think that was S.
Oh, yeah, no, come back down to reality, buddy. You're not S tier.
Yeah, sadly, I would have to say A, only just because I wish there was a little bit of something I could see in the background to be like, oh, where are they? Are they running from Team Rocket? Because the background does kind of look like Team Rocket colors. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But
All right, so next on we have the Pikachu. I like this card. I think this is one of the cooler, like, this is the start of us getting like cooler Pikachu cards.
and it's stamped.
I don't
The
know.
one we have.
It's cool. I think there's some cooler Pikachu cards. In my opinion, I would put this in the B tier just because I like the scene of how like Pikachu's definitely like up to no good. You know,
What do you think they're doing?
who knows? Probably stealing some orange berries.
Probably. What does it say right there? Remove 1 damage counter from Pikachu at the end of your turn.
Yeah, he's stealing all the orange berries.
I like to imagine it with like the big chipmunk cheeks.
The next photo is just
So-
him with like 80 orange berries in his mouth.
I would pay to see that. I would pay to have it, probably. But I agree with the B tier, though. I think there are just so many other her cards that are just cooler, in my opinion, of Pikachu. But yeah.
Latios, Pop Series 7. As a fan of Latios and Latios, I think this is a cool card. I would put it, give me some hate on it. I'm going to put it in the D tier. Similar to like all the other ones, it's cool. It's got a sky in the background, but like there's not much going on to it. I think there's a lot of other Latios cards and even Latios cards that are a lot cooler, in my opinion, than just like the CG Latios with some sky in the background.
I was also kind of thinking D tier. I mean, it's a very pretty card. I love like the after image of Latios to kind of depict how fast they might be going. I think just because of like you kind of see the after image of them trying to move, it feels like. At least the copy of the card I'm looking at. But I just feel like they could have done a little bit more with this in terms of the previous arts we've seen to now.
Yeah. Pop Series 8, we have the Chimchar chilling in the snow. Surprised he didn't get burnt out.
I mean, he might be melting some of them. I mean,
Yeah, he probably
ice
is
versus
melting this.
fire.
Yeah, he's definitely melting the snow.
like at least it's not like a bucket of water getting thrown at him, you know. But
I think it's cool. I would put it in the C tier. I think it's a cool looking card. I think it, in my opinion, it's kind of the similar style as like the Pikachu, but it's not as cool in my opinion as the Pikachu. Just something about the Pikachu, like looking mischievous, is a little bit cooler in my opinion than the Chimchar.
I mean, I do like the art. Don't get me wrong, because like look at that, hit the moon. I'm guessing it's the moon because like the background is a little bit darker, so I'm guessing it's nighttime with all like the clouds coming down. It's just like I don't know how to explain the imagery for it, but I feel like it isn't as cool as the Pikachu for sure. So I think C works.
See, he goes.
See, he goes. But I do like the cracked ice image.
The cracked ice one is really cool. Mm-hmm. And then last but not least, we have the Garchomp looking mighty angry over there. Pop Series 9. I would also put this in the D tier, kind of like the Latias, in my opinion. It's kind of neat, but there's cooler artworks for Garchomp than this one.
That's true. I also just feel like I have to tilt my, you know, like the feelings where you actually have to tilt just to kind of like see the art, even though you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like you look at it, your head just goes.
You play the cards actually like at a 45-degree angle.
Hey, I write at like I put it at a full 90 degrees actually.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. So I would put it in D. There's so many cards that we're going to be looking at today, and this is just doesn't cover as much ground.
Yeah. Starting the next era with Expedition. This is the e-reader series. Some of my favorite artworks ever made. I wish we kind of went back to some of the e-reader series and having some of those artworks in actual full art forms, because some of these artworks are some of the best we'll see. And I know a lot of people either love e-reader series or hate them. I absolutely love them and think that they're some of the best artworks that we have.
I think they're really unique and really cool to look at. Hey, there are some that I've been tempted to get just because of the e-readers.
Yeah, the
and I've
e-reader
helped some
itself.
people that only collect the e-readers. So
we have starting off, we have the Gengar.
Gengar Expedition.
Chilling, kind of similar in my mind as the Gengar from, like the Sabrina's Gengar.
Yeah.
But instead of the graveyard, he's just chilling in like a desert background-ish area. But the style of this Gengar is super cool. I think it's really unique. I would put this in A tier. You don't agree?
I don't know. Because like when I first see this card and when I first saw this card, I was kind of like laughing how like his tummy's like blurped out more in this one.
It
So
almost
I
looks
think
like
it's
an
really
extension
cute.
of, like it should be like his chin, but it's actually his belly.
Yeah, so it's like I look at it and I'm just kind of like, when you imagine someone's face versus like it being their whole body, it's just a little bit weird for me, but it's a really cute design too. So,
What category is he going in?
you know, we'll go with A.
Okay.
It's not like I see this art style all the time, and I think like the actual art style is really, really cool in my opinion.
Okay, next one of my absolute favorite card. I pulled this card as a kid. It is the Crystal Lugia from Aquapolis. Aquapolis is one of my favorite sets. I absolutely love this artwork. I think it just depicts kind of like everything about Lugia is like in this card, I feel like. Like there's not much going on in the background. There's a thunderstorm, there's water, he's flying like up in the sky, but just something about the way that they position Lugia is just super cool in my mind, and I absolutely love this card.
I think is really, really pretty artwork, in my opinion. It's very simple. Like, you see the ocean, you see the thunder in the background, or lightning, whichever one. But the way Lugia is positioned and looking straight up into the air, like, he has a purpose.
Yeah.
He's going somewhere.
Yep.
I want to, like, I would say
There's only,
S-tier.
oh, okay. I was going to say, there's only one right answer here.
No, we're putting it in F just to make Mike upset.
Wow, that's crazy work.
Put it in S tier. Belongs there.
Charizard is the next crystal that is up. I like this card. I actually think it's a lot. I think the artwork style is really nice. In my mind, it's kind of goes similar to the Blaine's Charizard a little bit, but instead of him being like less derpy, he's just more like angry. But the actual artwork of the card, like the Charizard itself, is really, really nice. I would put this one in A tier.
I would probably also put it in A tier. I like how it looks like he's turning around to he's like having a good conversation with somebody, it feels like. Just like, what? Like, what's going on kind of thing? It's just, I don't think he looks very angry in this picture. I think he's like having like a chill conversation. And I just like how clean the art style is, and you can clearly see like his claws are just ready as well. He's enjoying the battle, whatever is going on in this picture.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on in the background. Maybe
he's in a stadium. Actually, now looking at it,
yeah,
because I've never actually like fully like.
Because this is like a crack in the
appreciated this
building
card.
over here. If anyone knows like the art meaning for the background, feel free to comment below if you know or if you have any theories. But I think that this card is really neat in terms of like something's going on. He's either in a battle or something, and maybe a Pokemon says something and he's like, what? You know? This is a good conversation card.
I know I said A tier, but the more I look at it, the more I actually really like this artwork. I'm going to put it in S tier.
S
Are you
tier?
thinking S tier too?
I don't mind. This is one of my more favorite Charizard cards because, you know, there's so many Charizard cards and, you know, one of them being reprinted with the same image like 4 times. But this one I think is really different, really clean, and it makes me curious where he's at to have this expression, and because the building looks like he just broke through it low-key.
Moving on to the next era, we have EX Ruby Sapphire with the Mewtwo EX. I like this card. I think it's the blue, red, and purple kind of gradient-ish with him like powering up an orb, I think is really cool. The Pokemon Snap kind of version of Mewtwo I don't like as much.
Yeah.
I would put this lower on the tier.
When I'm looking at the card, I like the red swirls that are coming in to like show that he's powering up something, just like, let's go.
Yeah.
And it's one hand too, not both hands. Like some of the animes you see them go, hiya, right? But he's using one hand. That's a powerful Pokemon, you know? But I kind of see what you mean about the snapshot. I feel like if it was more customized, or like, I don't know how to word it, but
like I think we've seen other Mewtwo cards, but I think we've seen other just cards from even some of the other older generations that I liked personally better than this one.
Yeah, I think the theme that they're going on right there with like the position and everything of Mewtwo, great. I love it. But Mewtwo himself, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'd also probably put it lower.
What are you thinking?
Maybe C, just put it in like straight middle.
I was going to say F.
You're going to say F.
Yeah, I just don't like this card.
Let's compromise and put him in
Put
D
him in D.
then. Just because I do like the one hand like power up to like show like he's
how powerful he actually
powerful
is.
Pokemon. I just don't like Mewtwo himself right now.
Okay. Gardevoir EX from EX Sandstorm.
Gardy.
I like this card. I think it's cool. I don't know how much I like it more than like a bunch of other cards, but I love the pops of color in the background, in like the flowery dress thing that she has. I think it's cool. I would put this in a B tier.
A B tier?
It's not as like Pokemon Snap, you know, kind of, or not Snap, but like the like Pokemon Rumble, those types of like eras of games where just the artwork is a lot less, or a lot more pixelated and just kind of like not as, it's more clunky. This one's definitely less clunky.
I like how it has like the watercolor look in terms of all the colors they chose for her dress, and how it kind of like reminds me of like flower petals and stuff like that. How do I say this? And for people that like Guardy, take this to no offense. I just don't like how they drew her mouth.
She's singing.
I know, but I don't know.
Haters gonna hate.
It feels like the mouth pops more than her eyes, or like actual Pokemon in general. You know, I see the mouth first, and it just doesn't feel like it fits. So aside from that, I like the art as a whole. So
I feel like you're leaning towards like the middle, like a B or a C.
the mouth does it for me. I think it's a C.
Guardy's being put in the C category.
Oh, Guardy's gonna be upset. Hey, when I go back to the office.
Yep.
We have a life-size Guardy.
Life-size Guardy's not going to be happy about that one.
She's my seatmate, because we found out she couldn't stand. So now she's sitting next to me until we figure out where we're gonna put her, and she's not gonna be happy with me that I put one of her cards in C tier.
She might move out.
Oh no!
Get a new desk.
No, Guardy, I'm sorry.
Charizard.
Another Zard.
Hollow, another Zard. I like this one. I think it's just B tier in my opinion. It's cool. It's got a nice design. I like, it's similar to the style of how the Expedition, or the Crystal Charizard was. But it's just not as cool in my opinion. I love the gradient in the background with the yellow and the blue and kind of like contrast to the Charizard. I am putting this in the B category in my mind. It's a cool card, not as cool, but a cool card.
I like how they really try to go for a dragon look, despite not making him a dragon type all these years, you know? But like, they really, it feels like they try to go for a more realistic dragon look, but I would also have to agree that I would put it in a B tier, only just because of the fact that, I don't know, I like the sparkles, I like the fire, I like the little details they added in to make him look like a more dragon-ish Zard, but something about it I just don't like a little bit as much. I'd pick a different Zard card if I had the choice of taking one home out of all of them.
Suicune EX, one of our last EX cards from the e-reader series. I like this card. I think him just walking on the water is really cool. Just all of with it being mostly blue, the background's a really dark blue. I think the Suicune really pops in color. I would put this one in A tier. I like the design of it.
Really? I was going to say S, just because I really like the fact that it really, how do I say it? Like, you can see all the ripples from where he's standing.
It's very detailed.
Yeah, the details, I think, have to get it up to S, I feel like. Just because, yeah, the Suicune pops out more, and it kind of shows a more dreamlike world. And I feel like Pokemon is like the dreamlike world that a lot of people would like to be in, even though Pokemon in real life would be terrifying.
Yeah. I'll put this one in S tier. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. A doggy.
Regirock EX. It's got the cracked ice version. These are some of the, like, they didn't make that many cracked ice cards. I think it's cool. Something with the fact that the Regirock is just like mixed in. He's already, oh
Like
God, what's the word?
plastered into like the artwork instead, or
Like, Regirock's already just kind of shapes, and then the crystal effect on top of it just, I feel like, is harder to see the card. I'm going to put this one in F tier. I just don't like this card.
I share a similar sentiment. I don't know what's going on. I like knowing what's happening in a card, or like having an idea of what's going on. And with the details, this one just feels like,
I feel like you lose the artwork with the cracked ice just for this card. There's some other cards that have cracked ice that looked really cool. This one, to me, just not as much.
I feel like they were going for like a Picasso look, Loki.
Yeah.
I could imagine like a more Picasso look from this, but, and maybe it's just because we don't have the physical card in our hand and we're looking at
Oh, I've seen
on
it.
the
It's
screen,
still
but-
bad.
Oh, I haven't seen the physical card, so I was just like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Regirock gets no benefits.
Oh. Why? Because he's a rock?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So we have another Zard from Fire Red and Leaf Green. How do you feel about this?
I like this card.
It's
I
another
think that
card.
Yeah. I'm putting this one back in the B tier, kind of similar to the other one we just saw. It's a cool design. I like the card. Way too many Charizards, but I like the sparkle effect of the card too, especially with this era's like border being silver and they actually putting the Cosmo Hollows on the border. I like it, but it's, in my opinion, it's just another, like, it's a cool card, but that's like it for me.
You kind of put it higher than I was going to put it. I was going to say C because, what's it? Have you watched the Meet the Robinsons movie? This card just kind of reminds me of the T-Rex. I have a big head and small arms, and this is kind of what it feels like because his head is huge.
I didn't actually see his arms. His arms are tiny.
Small.
Yeah, he's going to the C tier. I'm sorry, those arms are bad.
like it's a cool card to get it out of F tier, and maybe just barely out of D, but like, right. You know?
The RAR what gets me. He's going to C tier. I might demote him to D tier after that. We'll leave him in C, but that's a rough one. Like that's tough to recover from.
I'm surprised you didn't see the arm. Like his arms, just like I looked at it and I was
because
like,
I always see his face with the fire effect, and the fire effect is so cool. You don't look at his arms. You don't realize like he's just like a little T-Rex.
he's just like, right. Alrighty.
Starting off with some gold stars. Gold Star Trico. I actually really like this design. I don't think there's much going on in it. It's just Trico like chilling in a tree. But the fact that the artwork is extending past the normal frame, and then just the contrast between the tree bark in the background versus him, I really like it a lot. I would put this one in A tier.
I was gonna also say A. I like how he's coming out of the card, and he's just. I'm curious what he's staring at, low-key.
Yeah,
But
he is hunting for sure.
in Shiny Trico, some shinies look really good in Pokemon, and some shinies don't. But I think I like the two colors he has, where it's just a little bit darker. But in this card, it fits really well in a sense. I feel like, but I do like this card. It's just like a classic. Do you like it or not card?
Yeah, I think all three of them, the three starters from this generation, are kind of the similar effect of they're just all really neat, and I think they did the artworks really well.
I also just like Trico in general. I wonder if they'll ever bring him back to a
Maybe.
game. Maybe
We'll get another
Trico
shiny
comes out in another
Trico
game?
card.
Oh, don't say that to me. I'll go broke. Trying to buy all the new cards.
Another gold star, Latios EX.
I love Latias.
I like the Latias. Just something with the fact that she's just like happy as a clam, just like flying through the sky. I love that. I would put this one in A tier. I think there's a couple cooler cards in my opinion, like the Umbreon or like the Mew or the Suicune, that just like really have a extremely nice artwork. Not saying that this one doesn't, but I just like those a little bit more. I feel like it falls similar categories like the Trico.
I like how she's just blasting through the clouds, and maybe that's the white spot right here is just like where like she just flew past from, and she's just really happy. I would also say A because I feel like it would take just a little bit more her detail of some sort for me to say, oh yeah, that's S tier.
Yeah.
It's just missing something.
EX
Ooh.
Emerald, we got the Milotic EX. Milotic looking snazzy, like just absolutely glowing.
I thought you were gonna say sassy. She looked like a sassy
Yeah,
gal.
that's what I was going for, and then my mind just went a whole different direction.
Because I love Milotic because of how beautiful the Pokemon is versus a lot of the Pokemon. And I know it starts with Feebas, but I like the glow of like the ugly duckling. But I guess it's also my own personal preference because I love Milotic. I will spend hours in, I forgot the cave name in Diamond where you have to figure out what spot the Feebas is in, and it's always constantly changing.
I refuse. I gave up on trying to get a Feebas. I couldn't do it.
I spent a few days.
That's tough.
And the fact that this card, her just like shows how sassy she is and how hard she is to get. I want to say B or A.
Ooh, I was gonna say B tier. I think this card's cool. Just I like the glowy effect and the sparkle effect that Milotic has, but not as cool in my opinion as like the Latias or even like the Gengar.
She looks exclusive, but like there's not really much going on else aside from the Pokemon. Which again, they did really well. It's just I think they could have been
Unseen
more.
Forces, Umbreon EX. I love the background of this card. The fact that it's just red. It's like Umbreon in what kind of looks to almost be like either a stadium or some type of like underground structure. I really like the contrast of the red versus the yellow on the Umbreon. I would put this again in the B tier.
Really?
Yeah.
So my thing is I actually like the non-shiny Umbreon a little bit more. I was going to say that previously because I like how the yellow really glows on Umbreon. The
Pops
blue
a little bit more.
It feels like it doesn't pop as much as the blue. I think just like showing off Umbreon themselves with the like glowing yellow, I would probably say A instead of B.
Okay.
Just because of the color choices that went through. And I don't know. I'm curious where they are because it kind of looks like a little dome. I want to know what the red is.
Yeah.
And maybe there's no meaning behind it at all, but I just love the colors.
I do like the pink whale. Something similar to Milotic. I just feel like the Kyogre in this one's just got that like sassy like I'm a pink whale and just owns it. I'd put this in the A category. I don't think it's necessarily S tier. I think it's cool, just not as like. I mean, it's a pink whale. Like you can't go wrong. I like the artwork. The style's nice. The green kind of background with the pink looks really cool. Overall, I think it's a solid card.
I agree with the majority of what you said. I don't want the Kyogre fans to hate me, but I don't like shiny Kyogre.
Wow, that's tough.
I don't. Just because I'm very big on color choices, and shiny Kyogre I think looks best with the blue and red because you can really see like the colors. The pink and red just kind of more feels like it blends. And I think that I can't hate the card for it because they're making it shiny. So I agree with the A and I agree with the pink and the green background. I just had to put it out there. I don't like shiny Kyogre.
So where you agree with the A category?
I agree with the A. It's a really nice card. Has the sass. He's showing off like I'm the shiny, you know. But just don't like shiny Kyogre. I just had to put it out there.
Next up, we have Reggie Ice from Legend Maker. I actually don't like this card. I know that sounds crazy. He's just T-posing. Like, there's not much going on, which I'm not saying the Kyogre has much going on, but at least there's something in the background. Mm-hmm. There's just, like, a beam of light in the background. That's it. Mm-hmm. I like the shininess of the Reggie Ice, but in my opinion, this is a D tier.
I thought you were going to say F, and I was like, please don't put it in F. Because I really like...
We're putting it in F.
No. Oh, see, you messed up first. But I actually really like the light beam coming down, kind of like showing it off. Because, you know, when like light hits crystals and it just like kind of
reflects.
Like reflects. And I feel like that's kind of the idea that's going off of. So I really like the sparkles and the light reflecting off of it, making it really look like it's impressive in a sense. Like it's ready to clap someone. But I wish I don't know, like background, everything, like the meeting it all looks really cool. Just don't like the Reggie Ice as much. So I was gonna say maybe C, give it the benefit of the doubt. But what do you think?
We can put it in C category. I do like the fact that with that the light beaming in that it could reflect it. So we'll move it up a tier.
Because I know it's not made out of crystal. It's supposed to be made out of ice, but I don't know. But it does have a crystal look.
Yeah. An iconic Pikachu card.
Oh!
Gold Star Pikachu. Such a neat card. I think this is a mid card.
Really?
Yeah. It's cool. Like, I like the background. He's, like, electrifying something. I just think that there's nothing... Like, he's just angry. Like, just, like, I'm not having it, and that's it.
I feel like he's looking at, like, whoever he's fighting. He's like, you ain't doing nothing to me. I'm going to kick your butt kind of look. Which is why I kind of like this card art a lot, because it shows that, like, I don't know. He just looks ready. He just looks ready to go. He's ready to rumble and just kind of shock someone.
So are you thinking B tier?
I'm thinking B. It's definitely not A or S, just because, you know, it's a very simple card.
Yeah.
And a lot of people also know Pikachu's shiny form is just more yellow.
Yeah, there's not much extra than Pikachu being a normal versus shiny Pikachu.
And, you know, I don't have anything against, hence, no, that's a lie. I have a lot against some of the shiny Pokemon. But I just think the pose is cool. Like, it's a power move pose. All right, Alakazam.
EX Crystal Guardians. I, in my opinion, this card's the same as the Reggie Ice. It's cool. I like it, but it's really doesn't have anything going on.
I think I'm just an Alakazam hater. I'd put it in D.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna say C, but I don't have any arguments against not putting it in D category, so we'll put it in D.
He's holding a power pose, but it's just, I don't know.
Charizard Gold Star Delta Species. I actually really like this card. It's the shiny version of Charizard, which is always cool. What I like more about it, though, is that it's the dark type, so it's got the black background. So I think a lot of the colors just match the card more with the artwork than most of the other shiny Charizard cards.
I also really like this one. And I like the little details they have, too, in like the fire that's coming out of his mouth. How you can see it's like a little purplish blue. It goes into yellow, then red, and then black at the very end.
Yeah.
It kind of like looks like he's burning the card with the black right here.
I would put this one in A tier. It's an A tier card for me.
A tier Zard. Ooh, another one of the evolutions.
Vaporeon Gold Star from EX Power Keepers, the last of the EX series. I like this card. I think it's cool. I think it's cool because it's a shiny Vaporeon. If it was a normal Vaporeon card, I think it's not as cool. It would be on the lower, in my opinion. I would put it in the C or B category.
Okay. I like how it looks like either they're swimming or it's like, you know, the superhero pose or like stuff like that. It kind of looks like that. And so it's like the gold hood on like the fins and the pink and the white. He color contrasts to the dark blue behind it. Just reminds me of it. I would say B, but I'm also
Biased
with the evolutions. Like, oh, hit me up with my favorite one. I'm gonna fight you.
Starting off, not as strong in my opinion in the Diamond and Pearl series with Torterra level X. I like Torterra. I think there's a lot of cool Torterra cards. I don't really like this card, unfortunately. It's got some detail, but in my opinion, there's just something about it that I just feel like it's off. I'm putting this in the F category.
I also don't really like it. Don't get me wrong, I like Torterra. And I like all like the fan arts I've seen of Torterra too, where they like changed like the tree color. But this one just feels like a basic card that I just don't like it.
Also F category?
F category.
Tough. Sorry, Torterra.
I'm
You're still my
sorry.
favorite in Pokemon Go, don't worry.
I love
Just not that
Torterra.
card.
Just the card is just poo-poo. Okay, Lucario Mysterious Treasures.
I also think that I just don't like this card as much. Just something about it's just not as cool in my opinion. And maybe it's just this era that I'm hating on. I'm not 100% sure because I don't like as many cards, as many of the top chase cards. I think the artworks aren't as cool as even some of the lower ones. I would put this in D category. This is a D tier for me.
I like Lucario, and especially with the new release of the Lucario Z, I believe, right? Z? But this one just looks like they got caught off guard. It's like, what? So I was going to say, if I could put it at as like an F.5, I would. But I guess we can round up
like
to D.
mid.
Yeah.
The in-between.
Yeah, the in-between. We got another evolution.
Glaceon level X. I think this card's cool. It's mid in my opinion. I hate to say it.
I hate to say it too because I feel like they could have done a lot more. So, I don't know, C?
I was thinking C as well.
Yeah, because, I don't know, it's just
mid.
It's just mid.
That's okay.
I got nothing else to say.
Mewtwo level X. I think this card is cooler. I would put it in the C tier, same as Glaceon. I think it's a cool card. Not as cool in my opinion. Definitely cooler Mewtwo cards, but I love the color contrast.
Yeah, this one's better than the other Mewtwo we saw that we put in, I think, D tier, right?
Yeah.
Hey, because same concept, I feel like. Similar concept where there's just the one hand out, they're ready to go, but just it's not enough to put it in higher categories like A or B.
And then last but not least, we have the Stormfront Charizard, the secret rare. I like this card. I think the yellow with the border is really cool, but this kind of goes with the rest of all of the other basic Charizards. It's just, I feel like a little bit more well illustrated or like drawn. I would put this one in the C tier.
You're going to hate me.
Oh boy.
I want to put it in D, but C is fine.
D's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it.
I don't know. Maybe it's just I've said all day that I like detail, but I don't know.
And it's the arms. The arms are back.
I think it's the arms. It has to be the arms. Okay.
We have some of the coolest, in my opinion, some of the coolest chases. The reverse shiny Pokemon. We didn't get to really see a whole lot of these, and they didn't make a crazy amount of them. But the fact that you can just kind of like, most people didn't even realize when you're pulling cards, you're looking for a lot of the level X's and a lot of bigger chase cards. And then these would kind of sneakily be in the packs as like, oh man, it's shiny. And if you didn't pay attention to it, you wouldn't realize that you're hitting a shiny Pokemon card.
Yeah.
I really like the Vulpix. I think it's one of the better shinies in this way. In my opinion, this is a B tier. It's not A or S. I think it's just kind of like, it's a little bit above average. You know, it's passing, but it's not like crazy.
I like it. So I would probably say B. I don't have too much to say on this card. We got big Snorlax from Rising Rivals. I like him.
He's eating, he's munching. I would give him an A. Mm-hmm. It's just I like the design of the Snorlax. He's just crawling out of the photo. He's finally off from, you know, not just sitting down like the OGs. He's on his feet moving.
He makes me want to go eat an apple. I don't know why. I just want to eat an apple now. But this is one of my favorite cards, so I'm curious what you're going to say about this one.
Milotic from Supreme Victors. I think it's cool. I think the Vulpix is a lot better in my opinion. I would put this in C.
Really?
Yep.
I just like I don't know, like the artwork of where she's like jumping out of the waters and it's just a night sky. The colors really do it well. I was going to say at least B. He next to the Vulpix. But
Okay. I'll allow it with the Vulpix. That seems right.
Okay. You're like, if it's A, no.
Then Arceus, we have the Gengar level X. I think this is a really cool Gengar card. Mm-hmm. I like the style of it. I think there are other cooler level X or level X equivalent Gengar cards. I would also put this one in C tier, kind of with the Mewtwo.
I would probably put it in C tier. I like how he's charging up again and reaching out for something. Like, he has a purpose, but I like to see a little bit more.
Next one is the Heart Gold and Soul Silver. We have the Legend cards. Obviously, the Lugia is the best one they've ever made. Hands down, S tier, no questions asked. That's it.
You know, if I didn't agree that this was an S tier, I'd fight you so hard. Because that was just full bias move, yes.
I am a little bit biased with Lugia.
But this is a cool card, especially because they line up with another card.
And I think that's the coolest part about it.
But this next one, I have to say, he should be S. It's the Raikou Suicune Unleashed card, or from the Unleashed set. And I just love how they drew Raikou. You can't see Suicune's face, but
I think all of the Legend cards are in the S tier. Like when you combine them together, all of them should be in the S tier.
He looks so fluffy. I'll pet that dog.
Umbreon Prime.
Oh.
I think it's cool. I think it's a C in my opinion.
Really?
It's just it's a cool background, but there's like nothing. It's just kind of a mid card.
I wanted to say A tier because I really like the background, but then there's randomly just a moon right here, which really shows how Umbreon evolves.
The background of it is, you know what, I'll give it an A tier because the background of it is really cool and we don't really get to see that many backgrounds for cards like that.
Because the clouds kind of have like this oriental theme going on in the background. I have to say A, but if you want to say B, I'll be fine with that.
I'll put it on A.
Okay.
Gengar, so this one actually I like a lot better. This one I would put in B tier. Just something with him, just the style of the card, the colors. I think it's a B tier card.
Really? I was going to say a little bit higher, but B tier makes sense just because I think they could have done, and I don't know what the word is, but it's like, it's just an iconic pose, you know? Where he has the tongue out and everything.
It's basic Gengar just being Gengar.
But I see what you mean by putting it as B. It just doesn't have enough to get it to the A. All right. Call to Legends Ray.
I really like this card too. I think the colors are really neat, and this is one of the first like shiny Ray cards. I'm putting this guy in A tier.
Okay. I was gonna say B, but I could go with A with the background and the colors, the blue and the red coming together because he's associated with Kyogre and Groudon. So, okay.
So Zekrom from Black and White. This is the first time they've ever made this style of card, where it was kind of just a straight black or straight white background. The Zekrom really blends in. I think that it is a C tier.
C tier? I would say C. It's just plain. There's not much going on except the actual Pokemon. But this next one,
Thunderous,
I also say no.
F.
It has
Everybody
to be F.
knows.
You can't.
You just put it in that category and just, yep. It just, there's no other words.
All right, now we got to talk about our favorite.
N full art.
The favorite boy of all time.
C.
What?
C.
He does have better cards.
He's got better cards. I think the start of the trainer, like full art trainer Pokemon is really cool.
Okay.
I just think there's better cards for him, especially the newer cards.
You know what? Fine. We'll put him at C.
Everybody who likes N's going to hate me.
does have
Reshiram
better
EX. I like this card. I think the background's really cool, and it's a lot more unique than a lot of the other full art cards that we've seen. I would put this one in the A tier.
Really?
I
was
like the
gonna
background.
Say, hey, B. Just because it's another like full art and he's just flying through. But I do see what you mean with the vortex of fire.
We'll put him in the B tier.
B?
Darkrai EX. I think it's cool. I would put this one in the C. It's not as cool as the Reshiram. It kind of in my mind goes with the Zekrom.
I was going to say B just because I like the gold outlines that have it. And maybe I'm just biased because I used to have the card. But
Definitely biased.
hey, it's a nice card.
Next up, Rayquaza from Dragons Exalted. I like this card. It looks kind of similar in my mind as the other one, but I just don't think it's as cool as the first Shiny Ray that we just saw. I'd put this one in B.
Yeah, B makes sense for it. It just, I don't know. I don't like the pink in it either.
Kyurem.
Oh, this
F.
Kyurem has to go F.
F.
I don't like it.
There's just nothing good about this
I don't
card.
know how it was one of the most expensive in this set.
It's tough.
But
Dragon's Vault's a tough one.
yeah.
Boundaries crossed. We got a black Kyurem EX. I think this one's cooler. I think it goes in the same opinion as the Darkrai EX in my opinion.
I would say
C
C.
category.
They're just very similar to each other. All right.
Charizard. This
Another
is
Zard.
another shiny Zard secret. I like this one. I think it's cool. I think it's a B in my opinion. I think there's other cooler cards, but this one's just neat.
Yeah.
The arms look better.
I'll keep what you said just because it's a little bit better proportion than the other ones, for sure. So I'll go with that. B is a good tier for that one.
Latias EX, the full art. I also just think it's a B tier. I think it's better than the Darkrai and the Kyurem, but I don't think it's as good as any of the other
I can't fight you on
A's.
that. I thought you were going to say C, so I was ready to just fight you on that. But you said B. I will take the B. Only because I think it looks nicer than the ones we put at C so far.
Palkia EX, same category.
Same category?
It's cool. I like it. B tier.
B tier?
B tier.
B tier is good. It's not like the craziest to put it in A, but it's also just too plain for me.
Zekrom, this is another one they finally made, like the full golds, which we are currently seeing in the new Mega Evolution series. I think it's cool. A tier. It's unique.
A tier?
I know people probably don't like it as much, but I think just the full art, the black version of the Zekrom is not as cool in my opinion. The full gold with like the gold foil and everything, way better.
I was going to say B just because, I don't know, something about it. But We'll keep your A. Just no, I don't like it as much as A.
Blastoise EX.
I feel like he just has to go
X
next
and Y
to the
start.
Latias.
Yeah, he's in the B tier. He's cool, but nothing like anything too crazy. There's definitely bigger Blastoise cards out there.
He's better than the C's, in my opinion. Still think Darkrai should be C, but
This is the start of the Mega Evolution line where we see these the Japanese writing on the English cards. I think this card's super sick. I would put this one in the A tier. I love the fact that the fire is going out like around the entire border.
yeah, the around the entire border is really nice, but I also like how they have the gold or the wording in gold because there's another version that's not in gold. But then and the one with gold is considered like the secret, and I just love the shine of it. Yeah.
Lucario, the Mega Lucario EX from Furious Fists. I think this one's B tier. I actually don't think it's as cool as the Charizard just because the Charizard has all the flames.
Yeah, if we're basing it off Charizard, it's not as cool, just rocks flying everywhere. He could be smashing the rock, but the Charizard definitely popped out more.
Dialga EX, so this is a similar one where they did the kind of like the gold version for the Zekrom. They did just the kind of basic silver ones. I put this one in A tier. It's cooler than the Zekrom, the like black background version, but in my opinion, it's the same as the gold one.
Yeah, I would say if we put the gold one at A and the silver one, I personally think it's nicer. It has to go in A.
Primal Groudon EX, some of our first Primal cards. I like this card. I think there's cooler cards for Groudon. I would put this in the B tier. I think it's just kind of mid.
Yeah. It's just kind of like never show you back to the enemy. He's just full on.
Now, this one I think is really cool. This one's S tier for me. And that's why I put the other one as B tier, because this one's just so much better.
There's just so much going on in this card where it's just, they're ready to fight. And for those of you who know what the Kyogre one looks like, they're just ready to rumble, you know? So S tier.
S tier for sure, with the Kyogre. Regular Mega Rayquaza EX, B.
B?
I think it goes in the same as the Primal Groudon. Now
I thought you were going to rate this one higher.
The
But
next card, I think this one's an A tier.
Oh.
Just the gold border, the gold foiling, like just everything where it's Rayquaza's like ready to attack, I think looks so much better. And the fact that it's the shiny Rayquaza makes it even better.
You are right on that, though, in a sense, because it's just, it pops out a lot more. I was going to comment on the previous one, but this one is just, as soon as I clicked over to the next picture.
Once you see this one, it's the other one's not as cool.
Back to back, you already know. All right.
Mewtwo EX,
Breakthrough.
D. People are going to hate on it. I think it's a really cool card, but just like, there's no reason why all these Pokemon are together. It just they just like threw things together. D tier in my opinion.
I would say the same. I just don't like the whole color combination of all the Pokemon together as well. It just feels like it's crashing with each other.
The Gyarados EX, now this one I like a lot more. It's got kind of Pokemon that makes sense with water being together. I would put this in the S tier for sure. It's Red Gary, him chilling in the water.
A, just because, I don't know, maybe it's the art style of it, but we can go with it. S.
That Gary's S tier. Mega Charizard EX. I think this one's also in the B tier. I think a lot of them are just kind of similar to that. Like the Megas, I think are cool, but not as crazy cool as some of the others.
Yeah, especially with how many Charizards we've seen today.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Charizards.
There could be better ones.
Umbreon EX. I
I
put this one in B.
Yeah.
I think it's a mid. I think it's the full art's a lot better. I like the design of it, but it's just Umbreon.
Yeah, it's
Like just the
Umbreon
full arts
that's
are not
there.
as crazy. Gardevoir EX. I like this one. I think it's mid again. I think it's
Really?
B.
Okay. B is a better rank than I thought you were going to say. I was going to say B or A for this one just because I like the color combination on this, and they're ready to go. It makes sense. for me at least.
Evolution, some of people's absolute favorite set because it's a remake kind of base set. The Mega Charizard EX tops this set. I like the design of the card, but I think it's a C.
A C.
I think
Okay.
some of the other Megas were cooler.
You know, I could agree with that, and a lot of people I know like the other Mega of Charizard versus this one, and so it's just, I can see it.
Now, we're going into the slew of the rainbows now, where rainbows are the top chases. I like rainbows, but don't like them as much. I think they're all less than mid. In my mind, all the rainbows are just D tier.
Really?
Every single one.
Well, this next one is Umbreon, the Rainbow Umbreon from Sun
and Moon.
Sun and Moon. I was like, I was about to say Sword and Shield. I was like, SS? No, I put SM.
I think the rainbows are cool, but I wish they put the Pokemon background as, or like the Pokemon as the normal color and the rainbow background, I think would be better.
I would say the rainbow for this Pokemon specifically is just not it. It just doesn't match the vibe. But this next one,
Same.
no!
F tier, actually.
No! You can't say that. This is my favorite evolution. Sylveon GX from Guardians Rising. At least we gotta put it in C. Like the rainbow
All right,
color for Sylveon
we'll put
matches
this one
so
in the
well.
C tier.
Like the rainbow on Sylveon makes sense.
Yeah. Charizard GX is up next, D tier.
D. I don't know. There's just
Test
better
Tube
art.
Mewtwo, S tier.
It has to be S.
One of the best Mewtwo cards they've ever made,
And
by
like the
far.
detail in the background with
So
the screen
nice.
right there, where there's like the anatomy look,
Iconic.
has to be S fully.
Lily. I think this one's A. I like the design of the background. I think it's a lot better than a lot of the other full arts that we've seen.
Yeah, it's very colorful, very color splashy.
Top tier background for a full art trainer.
But going back, I know we missed one of the rainbows.
Gyarados,
Yeah,
D tier.
D.
Back to D.
Had to skip
Lucario's
that
up
out.
next, D tier. Like everybody's getting the D tier for rainbows. It's cool. I just don't like them as much.
Doesn't match the specific Pokemon either sometimes. Sylveon though. Again, Sylveon. But anyway, Lucia.
How do you like this one? I think it's B. I think it's mid. I think Lily's better, but I do love the design of the background.
This one's like very stagnant for me. I would say B works because it's not that great, but it's nice.
We're just hating on the whole X and Y, or not X, Y, Sun and Moon era right now.
I feel like if they gave more bold colors in the background instead of some more like, because it looks a little bit more towards the pastel look in a sense, but a little bit warmer than that. I just feel like if it was a little bit bolder, it would match the character a little bit better for this one.
All right, Ultra Necrozma GX, not EX. Kind of similar, just doesn't do it to me like the other, the OGs did. I think that this one's also, unfortunately, in the D tier.
I was thinking D tier as well. It's just not as good in my opinion.
Lugia GX,
D.
C tier. Wow, C tier.
F tier.
If we can have the Sylveon, we can put the Lugia in the C tier. One of the most iconic cards is up next, the Latios GX. S tier, absolute S tier. There's no question about
it's
it.
such a pretty card, and it's very, very. I think it's the most expensive.
It is
moment
one
out
of
of
the
the
most. It's the
modern.
most expensive modern and Sun and Moon card.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous.
Detective Pikachu's the next set. This one's a little wonky, and they just made like a small handful of cards. I don't like this one at all. I just put this one in F tier.
Yes!
F tier's going at.
I don't like the Detective Pikachu cards.
Mm.
Low key, I'm sorry for everyone that likes it. I just don't like it as much. Yes, I like the realistic look. It's just I feel like they could have made the cards better.
Sylveon or Gardevoir and Sylveon GX.
S.
Okay.
S.
I can't argue if I can put the
S.
Lugias up there.
Exactly.
I do like this card a lot
This is
more.
my favorite card out of Sylveon that I love. And I love the pastel look. They're being friendly. They're little flower petals or something floating around. I just... S.
All right, Mewtwo and Mew, Rainbow, D category.
Just doesn't fully do it.
Charizard GX Shiny from Hidden Fates. I also think this one's in the D category.
You were nicer to it than I was going to be.
Oh, you're going to put it in the F category.
Wow,
we'll put it in the F category. That's fine.
We just see so many of this pose, and it's just shiny. I don't know. They're just better.
The ADP is up next. S tier.
The
tag teams are some of the coolest artwork cards they've ever made, and they definitely went all out for some of those. And the ADP is definitely one of those. It's a lot more unique than most of the cards that we've seen.
They're really showing it off as a statue, and I just love it.
Snorlax VMAX. We're moving into Sword and Shield.
At least C for this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do like
Big Boy Snorlax.
Big Boy Snorlax. We'll put him in C.
And they put more like decorations on him. You know,
it is more decorated than the other ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Boss's Order, F.
Yeah.
We're gonna go in a whole list of just bad cards for a second. I don't like Sword and Shield at the beginning. Charizard VMAX.
I already hated that one, so you already know how I felt about that card.
Charizard V from Champion's Path, F. Rainbow Pikachu. I actually kind of like this one because he's Chonky Chew. I'm putting it in the C category.
Yeah, Chonky Chew belongs in C.
Shining Fate Zard, I also think should be in the C category.
Yeah, C works really well for the Zard.
Tyranitar, one of my favorite Tyranitar artworks. I'm putting this in the S tier. This is an S tier card for sure.
If you put him in S tier, I want to get some food after this. Makes me hungry, man.
He did eat way too much.
Food and a nap is always the best thing ever.
Blaziken VMAX got the graffiti style. I like it a lot. I don't like it as much as the Tyranitar. I would put this one in the A tier.
Really? I was going to say B. I don't know. It just doesn't fit as much for me in terms of the artwork versus the building in a sense.
It is a little wonky.
It's a little too wonky for me. I would say B.
Most iconic card, the Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies. I said I don't like this one as much as the original Moonbreon. I'm putting this one in the A tier. I love the background, but I love the background.
I was going to say A as well just because they're better cards, I would say. And I feel like it's overhyped. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think about the Moonbreon. I just think it just doesn't reach up there.
Charizard from Celebrations, honestly, F.
F.
And it's just because it's a remake of the base sets. The base sets are going to be better. It's not as cool.
Yeah, the other ones are just better.
It's a poser to the original. Gengar VMAX, S.
S. Oh, look at him. Another eating card. I'm hungry.
Charizard V. There's also a Venusaur card that kind of matches this. I really like this one. I think this one's A tier.
A tier is what I would also put it at. It just doesn't have enough for it to be S at the moment. So I would say A only because it could be cooler in a sense. I don't know. Maybe it's the border, the silver border.
Machamp V.
This one's hard.
A.
A.
It's not S in my opinion. It's really cool though.
I like the art style. Oh, it's really cute, but it doesn't pop out as much. But I do love the working Pokemon cards where they're just doing a little job.
Mewtwo from Pokemon Go.
Okay, this one I like a little bit more here because it has a little more realistic feel to it in a sense, but I wouldn't put it all the way in S.
A, so A again?
I would feel like it's an A. What do you think?
I was going to say B, but I do enjoy the card. We'll put it in A. Giratina V from Lost Origin. S tier.
Really?
Yeah, I think this card's super sick. I love the background. There's a lot of hidden effects in the artwork. It's just cool.
I think the Pokemon itself is really cool, but the background just feels too much. Maybe it's just overstimulating my mind. So I was going to say A, but I can see it in S tier. And I think a lot of other people would consider it S as well.
Lugia V from Silver Tempest, S tier. It's Lugia.
No.
Yep.
No.
Going straight to the S tier.
No, F. I'm just kidding. I would say S. I like the design of like the hurricane that's going on, or
It reminds me a lot of the
tsunami
Shining
look.
Gyarados, which the Shining Gyarados we put in S.
But it's just like I like how surprised you're like, what? What are you doing there? But yeah, it would be S.
Giratina V-Star, kind of similar to the other Giratina. Not as cool in my opinion. I would put this one just in A tier.
A tier. I personally really like the card because of how pretty it looks, and it's not so much going on, but it's nice enough. I like the details of everything hanging off of this tree. Looks like a tree. I was gonna say S, but
We could put it in S. I'll agree with that one.
okay. I like it.
Gardevoir EX we're finally getting to Scarlet and Violet era. This is the first Scarlet and Violet set. It's got the trio where Gardevoir is where Ralts is growing up to Gardevoir with the family. I love this artwork. I think it's S tier.
I would also say S tier, and if you put it anywhere under, you're crazy. Because I love the cards where it's showing that they're growing up, in a sense. Because, I don't know. I guess maybe there's an artwork I saw where her Venusaur was like growing up with a little girl. And so that art mixed with this card is just...
Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. Similar in my mind, but not as cool for some reason as the Giratina. I'd put this one in the A category.
I would also put it in A. It's a really cool card. Again, there's a lot going on for me. I like all the different plants and everything. It's just too much detail, not much story.
All right, Obsidian Flames Charizard. I actually really don't like this card.
I don't like it either.
I'm putting it in an F.
Really? F?
Yeah, it's just not as cool. There's other versions of this card that I think are a lot better, like the Paldean Fates one.
I was just gonna say C, just because it's just...
We'll compromise in the D category.
Okay, I can take that.
151 brought a lot of people back into the hobby, trying to collect Pokemon cards with all the original 151 Pokemon in the set. I love this card. I would put this one in S tier.
I would also put it in S tier. I like how, if you guys have seen the whole set of cards for the Charizard line, Bulbasaur line, and the Squirtle line, I know I went from Charizard to the first evolutions of the other two, but like they look really good. And this one with the Charizard, the Charmeleon looking up, and like the Charmander just down there, it just wants to fly. It has to be S.
Groudon from Paradox Rift. I think this one's A. I think this is actually one of the cooler or coolest Groudon cards that they've made.
Yeah, I was also going to say A, but we already know someone's going to come hunt us down after he sees this video of where we put the
Yeah,
Groudon.
actually, it may need to be bumped down to F because of that.
Oh, no. Okay. Leave it on A.
Bubble Mew from Paldean Fates. Absolutely love the just fun style of this card. This one's S tier.
It has to be S. I like the derpy looks of them. And like, look at the Rattata. He's got nothing going
The
on.
Poliwag is just chilling. I like this card. I actually like the design of the card, but I hate the design of the Pokemon, so I just kind of put it in the C tier in my mind.
Yeah. It's really cool. Like, the card is really, really cool in itself. But when I looked at the Pokemon for the first time, when I first saw Raging Bolt, I was like, what'd you do to him?
Yeah, beautiful artwork, derpy Pokemon.
Like, I don't know. I think it's maybe because we just like the original dogs more.
Greninja EX, Twilight Masquerade. I actually think this one's B tier.
I was also going to say B because, again, a lot going on, but I also struggle finding the Greninja low-key sometimes.
I think the Greninja from Shrouded Fable as the promo is better than this one, which is a hot take.
That is a hot take, but I am very inclined to agree. I think the other one looks just much cooler.
Pheasantipity EX from Shrouded Fable, F tier. I just don't like this one at all. It's just, there's like, what's going on in this photo?
I was going to give it like some benefit of doubt with C, because like the ankle, kind of cool where it's just kind of staring at you. It's one of those cards where it's just looking down on you. But I I understand the feeling with the F. We can keep it F. You were
Oh, we're
nicer
keeping
than I
it
was.
F.
Or sorry, I'm being nicer than you were, so. And I'm saying I was being nice.
One of my favorite lines. This is the Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander like trio. This is the Squirtle portion of it. I absolutely love this card. I think it's S tier.
S tier for
Absolutely
sure.
S tier.
I
I think
love
all
that
three
he's
of
just
them are S tier.
spraying down the Pidgey.
Yeah.
He's gonna get hunted down later, but I think it's still cool.
Next up, Surging Sparks, the Pikachu EX.
Big booty Pikachu.
I actually don't like this card. I'm putting this in the D tier in my mind.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say at least B. I like how they have Pikachu kind of glowing and really terrestrialized because he's very shiny looking and it matches the electricity look in a sense.
This is one of the first ones where they actually made a terrestrial Pokemon look like he's kind of somewhat more of an alt-art
And he's
not
touching
just
grass.
basic. But that's why he's not lower. It would have been F. We'll put him in the C tier.
Okay, I'll compromise with C tier, but come on. Like, have you seen the grass? How luscious it looks?
It's cool. I do
Yeah.
like it.
Like what we gotta do. We gotta go out and touch some grass after this. Been on the computer for too long. All right.
Umbreon
Ooh.
EX from Prismatic Evolutions. I think this card is just a B tier.
Really? I was going to say at least A. I wasn't going to put it in S at all just because maybe it's just me in terms of Umbreon's a little overhyped, especially with their cards. It's a beautiful card, don't get me wrong. But I think it could have been
We could put it in the A tier.
less. There's just too much going on, you know?
Lily's Clefairy EX from Journey Together. The addition of bringing back trainer Pokemon. What are we thinking?
I love the flowers. I love the look in a sense. And, you know, Clefairy just looks happy. I would say B.
B. Okay. Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX. The addition of kind of like bringing back the dark type Pokemon. Or like the dark Pokemon, although they're not actual dark anymore. They're just Team Rocket stuff. I think it's C. I think this
Okay.
card's cool, but not as cool.
We're on the same page. I'm a Giovanni hater.
Wow, that's tough.
I like how Mewtwo's posed, but I also just don't like Giovanni. But the art and everything is really pretty. Like, if it wasn't for Giovanni, I'd put it at like A or B.
Wow. All right,
Maybe I'm just a hater.
last three cards. We have the Victini from Black and White. The last one of the Scarlet and Violet era. I think it's a D tier.
Yeah.
It's a cool, but the red for whatever reason just doesn't do it like the other cards did.
It's just blazing, and it's just, I don't know, maybe I don't like the monocolored cards as much. I feel like it's just too plain, and I don't know how its value is so high.
Yep.
But
a lot more basic than the other ones. Similar with the start of the Mega Evolution line, we have the Mega Lucario EX, the gold version. I actually like this one. It's funny because we just did the Victini at D, but I kind of put this one closer to the B or A category just for the texturing of it. I think the texturing is really, really cool.
we're both on the same page on that. I really like the details they put as the outer circle, really encompassing that this is a gold card. And it's not just a plain gold card like the other ones either. So B or A, I would say.
And then last but not least, we have the Mega Charizard XEX from Phantasmal Flames, S tier. I think, honestly, this is the best Charizard that they've ever made.
The best Charizard.
I think this is the best Charizard they've ever made.
You know? It has to be S tier. Like, I'm looking at it, the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, and the Mega Charizard, because I was pretty sure there's a regular Charizard in there too. So it's 4 Pokemon of the Zard line, and it's just, instead of having to have 3 or 4 different cards of each of them, you get them all in one card. 4 for 1 special. I like it.
Can't go wrong with that. Here's our final ranking from the top chase cards from every Pokemon set. Let's see what you guys think. If you guys agree with us or disagree with us, I know some of them we probably ranked higher or lower than what you guys would have put it at. Let us know in the comments. See if we're right or wrong. I'd love to interact with everybody and see what your guys' opinions are. We will also put a link in the bio for this exact tier maker. So if you want to try it for yourself and let us know what you guys get, please let us know and follow the link to be able to do that yourself.